Very good afternoon. You're watching the Midday News on Rajya Sabha television. I'm Ashwarya with you, and here are the headlines. After Chairman calls for clarification from government, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar states India's stand on US leaders' remark. Asserts India did not request Donald Trump to mediate on Kashmir issue. Says all outstanding issues with Pakistan are discussed only bilaterally. Rajya Sabha adjourned till 2 p.m. amid uproar over the issue. Supreme Court adjourns hearing, notes submissions on behalf of Karnataka Speaker. Trust vote likely to be completed today evening. Apex Court to hear the matter on Wednesday in case of a delay. Relief to 42,000 home buyers as Supreme Court cancels Amrapali's registration lease, asks National Building Construction Corporation to complete the pending projects. ED files money laundering case against Amrapali Group promoters. An interministerial panel recommends ban on private cryptocurrencies, asks government to keep an open mind on official digital currency, suggests standing committee should take a real look at the issue. The biggest story this afternoon, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar today made a statement in Rajya Sabha over Donald Trump's claims that Prime Minister Modi sought his assistance on the Kashmir issue. Now, making a statement in the upper house, S. Jaishankar said that categorically he assured that no such request has been made by Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the US President. He said no offer has been made to Donald Trump to mediate on the Jammu and Kashmir issue. All issues with Pakistan are to be discussed bilaterally in accordance with the Shimla Agreement and the Lahore Declaration, he said.
Yesterday evening, after the House had adjourned, we heard remarks by President Donald Trump in a meeting with Prime Minister Imran Khan of Pakistan to the press that he is ready to mediate if requested by India and Pakistan on Kashmir issue. I would like to categorically assure the House that no such request has been made by the Prime Minister to the US. I repeat, no such request was made by the Prime Minister to the US President. I would also reiterate that it has been India's consistent position that all outstanding issues with Pakistan are discussed only bilaterally. I would further underline that any engagement with Pakistan would require an end to cross-border terrorism. Sir, let me conclude by emphasizing that the Shimla Agreement and the Lahore Declaration provide the basis to resolve all issues between India and Pakistan bilaterally. I hope, in the view of my very specific and categorical responses, that there is no confusion in the mind of anybody on this. Thank you.
Opposition parties were, however, not satisfied by the statement of the External Affairs Minister and wanted the Prime Minister to come to the House and clarify. M. Venkaiah Naidu also appealed to the House to not politicize the issue. Amid a din, the chairman adjourned the House till 12 noon and later has the House reassembled following the uproar over the same issue. Deputy Chairman Harivansh adjourned the House till 2 p.m. And earlier, as soon as the House met for the day, Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu congratulated Hima Das for winning 4 gold medals.
Honorable members, on behalf of the whole House and on my own behalf, I congratulate Ms. Hima Das for winning 4 gold medals, one each in 200 meters athletics, event held at Poznań Athletics Grand Prix and Kutno Athletics Meet in Poland, Kladno Athletics Meet and Tabor Athletics Meet in Czech Republic, and 1 gold medal in 400 meters athletics event held at Novi Mesto and Metuji Grand Prix in Czech Republic in the month of July 2019. It is indeed a matter of great pride that our Ding Express continues to scale new heights in the field of athletics. I am sure her perseverance and determination will inspire millions of our youth and budding sportspersons to excel in their field of sports. We wish Ms. Hima Das all success in her future endeavors and hope that she would make the country proud by bringing many laurels in the coming years.
And earlier as well, India denied that US President Donald Trump claimed that Prime Minister Modi asked him to mediate on Kashmir issue. Clarifying the matter, External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Ravish Kumar said that it has been India's consistent position that all outstanding issues with Pakistan should be discussed only bilaterally. He added that any engagement with Pakistan would require an end to cross-border terrorism. Ravish Kumar also said that the Shimla Agreement and the Lahore Declaration provide the basis to resolve all issues between India and Pakistan bilaterally. And President Donald Trump, who hosted Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan at the White House on Monday, had offered to help as a mediator. And hours after Donald Trump's remark, the US State Department said that the matter is a bilateral issue concerning Islamabad and New Delhi. However, Washington is ready to assist. And 3 bills are listed in today's agenda in the Rajya Sabha. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will move the Appropriation Number 2 Bill 2019 for consideration and return. It will give effect to the financial proposals of the central government for the financial year 2019-20. The bill contains the tax proposals of the government for this fiscal. The bill was passed in Lok Sabha on 18th of July. And Women and Child Development Minister Smriti Zubin Irani will move the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Amendment Bill, that is the POCSO Bill, for consideration and passing. It aims to further amend the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act of 2012. It aims to make punishment more stringent and even include death penalty for the offenders involved in sexual crimes against minors. It also provides for stringent punishment for storing and also distributing pornographic material. And also in the upper house, in half an hour discussion is slated regarding Clean Ganga Drive. And our colleague Panchanan Mishra is now joining us live from Parliament. Panchanan, so US President Donald Trump's offer to mediate the Kashmir dispute, saying that Prime Minister Modi asked him to, of course, has echoed in both the houses. And this despite External Affairs Minister making a statement in both houses. In fact, in Lok Sabha, the External Affairs Minister was barely audible as the opposition members continue to raise slogans. What can we expect in the Rajya Sabha in the second half now?
Yes, Ashwarya, this same issue dominated both the houses of the parliament, and especially in Rajya Sabha, there was no proceedings due to this issue. However, there was a suo motu statement from Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar, and he categorically said that there was Prime Minister Modi, there was no any such offer was given. So government categorically denies, but opposition is now totally focusing on that Prime Minister Narendra Modi should come to House and respond personally on this issue. This was the issue which was earlier opposition parties met in the parliament around 10 a.m. this morning and made a strategy to raise this house in both the houses. And in that meeting, it was generally accepted that the opposition will make a pressure on government to make Prime Minister Narendra Modi to come to House and make a statement. So this was the issue which was dominated, and due to this, there was no question hour and 0 hour. Only one question was answered amid ruckus. So at 2, when the House will meet around 2 after the post lunch. We are expecting that the discussion on finance bill and also appropriation bill number 2, which is a part of budget, will be discussed and it will be returned to other house. And also, as you mentioned, that POSCO bill, which is listed here, it may be discussed also. And also, there is a half-an-hour discussion on Clean Ganga mission. So this is a continuous business, but we have to see that major bills are pending. But this issue of Donald Trump and this controversy was dominated in first half of this Rajya Sabha.
All right, Panchanan, stay with us. We'll just come back to you. And in fact, Lok Sabha also witnessed an uproar over US President Donald Trump's remarks on Kashmir mediation, with Congress demanding a reply from Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the issue. As soon as the lower house met for the day, members from the Congress party and some other opposition parties were on their feet, shouting slogans over the issue.
सरकार अमेरिकन प्रेसिडेंट के सामने सर झुका दिया। ये हम सब के लिए शर्मिंदा की बात है। हम तो काफी विरोध करते हैं और हम चाहते हैं प्रधानमंत्री आए सदन में और उनका बयान पेश करे। अगर हम चाहते हैं प्रधानमंत्री आए और उनका बयान पेश करे। Highly unfair to belittle the image of the country. Let them raise if they have got concern in the proper manner, and External Affairs Minister will respond to it. But belittling the country and belittling the image of the country, it is highly condemnable. And who knows? The entire world knows who has taken the issue to the UNO. At that time, everybody knows that. And making statements like this, it is belittling the image of the country. It is highly unfair and uncalled for.
Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi said that opposition members were trying to belittle the image of the country, which is highly unfair and uncalled for. And Speaker Om Birla said that it was a serious issue and there should not be any politics over the matter. He urged the members to rise above party lines and think about national interest. And after giving a reply in the upper house, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar also gave the statement in the Lok Sabha. And soon after that, the House continued with its scheduled agenda. Santosh Kumar Gangwar introduced the Code on Wages 2019 bill to amend and consolidate the laws relating to wages and bonus and matters connected therewith or incidental thereof. All right, let's go back to Panchanan Mishra, who's joining us from Parliament. Panchanan, again in the Lok Sabha, despite the pandemonium, of course, over the same issue, the Code of Wages Bill was introduced and the Lok Sabha is also scheduled to continue its discussion on the Motor Vehicles Amendment Bill. What can we expect in the post-lunch session?
Exactly. This issue of Kashmir mediation was there in Lok Sabha also. And from Congress to opposition members, they demanded a response from Prime Minister, but Finance Minister gave a statement and clarifies the situation. And now the current position is that two bills has been introduced, which is related to workers and labor reforms. And a bill, motor vehicle, the debate is on motor vehicle amendment bill is now going on. And Nitin Gadkari, who is a transport minister, will reply to this debate. So this is a total business of the House, and many other bills are also there for discussion, because as we know that only 3 days are left for this week, and the proceedings of the House is up to 26th only. That's why government wanted to increase the days of the House. So we are also learning that their House may be increased for 2 weeks. It means 10 working days. So we have to see that how many bills will be taken up today, and also if the House is going to extend, then major 25 bills, which is government is considering a very serious and important bills, how it may be distributed in business hours.
All right. Thank you so much, Panchanan, for all those updates there on Parliament. Let's get you some other news now. The Supreme Court said that it will hear the matter on Wednesday. The case of in case the floor test in Karnataka does not happen today. The Supreme Court also took note of the submissions of the Karnataka Assembly Speaker K.R. Ramesh Kumar that the voting on the trust motion moved by Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy is likely to be concluded by this evening. The Apex Court adjourned hearing till Wednesday on the plea of 2 independent MLAs seeking the direction to the Speaker with regard to the conduct of floor test in the House. Meanwhile, in the Assembly, rebel MLAs continued to raise their demand for more time. Speaker K.R. Ramesh Kumar left his seat in the House to go and meet the rebel MLAs. The House has now shifted its focus on other agendas slated for today. And at the BJP parliamentary meet today, the issue of water conservation figured prominently, with the Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat giving a detailed presentation on the matter. BJP President and Home Minister Amit Shah also spoke on the matter. The meeting was held at Parliament Library Building and was attended by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad, among other senior ministers.
आज के हमारा साप्ताहिक बैठक में श्रीमान गजेंद्र सिंह जी शेखावत जी का जल शक्ति मंत्रालय में और जल शक्ति में जो काम हो रहा है उसके बारे में सभी एमपीज को अवगत करवाया है और एक अच्छे प्रेजेंटेशन भी उन्होंने दिया है। उसके ध्यान में रखते हुए जल संचयन हमारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट में इन ईच लोकसभा कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी अंडर द लीडरशिप ऑफ ईच एमपी हाउ वाटर कंजर्वेशन कैन बी डन and how every drop of water should be utilized and how every house, we should see that how every house is reached with safe tap drinking water. इसके बारे में the role of MPs and how to achieve it and in how other countries this is being done, that has been very well explained today within the constraint of time. ये सब के बारे में उन्होंने बहुत अच्छी तरह से एक प्रेजेंटेशन दिया है।
In midday news, time for a very short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more news.
Million people have now given the thumbs up to Rajya Sabha television. RSTV's growth has been phenomenal, with the journey from 2 million to 3 million being completed in less than 6 months. That's over 6,200 new subscribers every day. Our online viewers are engaging with us more actively. Every day, thousands like, share and comment on our videos. So come and join this growing tribe of RSTV viewers and get ready for an exciting journey.
In a big relief to home buyers left in the lurch by their builders, the Supreme Court today cancelled the registration of a real estate major Amrapali Group under the Real Estate Regulatory Authority and the lease of its properties granted by Noida and Greater Noida authorities. The Supreme Court also appointed the National Buildings Construction Corporation to complete all the pending projects of the Amrapali Group. Pronouncing the verdict on the stalled projects of the embattled Amrapali Group, the Supreme Court directed the ED to investigate money laundering by officials and the directors of the Amrapali Group. And as India's ambitious mission to the moon Chandrayaan-2 successfully took to the skies on Monday, it demonstrated the country's technological excellence, scientific potential and the spirit of exploration. ISRO Chairman Dr. Sivan congratulated Team ISRO for the remarkable achievement, saying that it is the beginning of a historic journey to the moon.
3, 2, 1, 0.
A perfect liftoff for the powerful booster GSLV Mark III, carrying the 3,850 kilograms Chandrayaan-2 on board. The rocket puffed out thick smoke and left the trailblazers in its wake at 14:43 hours. After 16 minutes and 33 seconds, when it placed the lunar probe into the designated elliptical orbit around the Earth, ISRO chairman Dr. Sivan congratulated Team ISRO, calling it the beginning of a historic journey by the nation to the moon.
Today is a historical day for space and science and technology in India. I am extremely happy to announce that GSLV Mark III vehicle successfully injected Chandrayaan-2 in the defined orbit. In fact, the orbit is 6,000 kilometers more than what our internet is better.
The 978 crore rupees mission will mark a giant leap in India's space research. It will make India only the fourth country to land a rover on moon, whose work will benefit almost every citizen of the world. From its earthbound orbit, ISRO scientists will navigate Chandrayaan-2 to the south pole of the moon. On its way, it will make 15 earthbound maneuvers that involve burning the engine on board Chandrayaan-2. At the end of it all, India will attempt its first ever soft landing of a probe on September 7th.
They are going to do the 15 very crucial maneuvers in next 1.5 months, and finally bringing the Chandrayaan-2 around the moon to place. After that, the D-Day will come, and that day we are going to experience 15 minutes terror to ensure the landing is safely near South Pole. And to carry out the project of this magnitude, definitely the credit must go to the team ISRO, along with the contributions from the review team, quality personnel, as well as industry.
The mission objectives of Chandrayaan-2 include studying mineralogy and chemical composition of lunar soil, searching for water or ice in the near south pole of the moon, examining its atmosphere, studying lunar seismic activities, and mapping the moon using high-resolution cameras.
Just now you have seen that the most historic and ambitious launch of Chandrayaan-2 mission finally successfully launched from Sriharikota. ISRO scientists believe that apart from the soft landing, there are multiple technological achievements which this mission will try to achieve in the next 48 days. With camera person Manoj Kumar, Aruna Thakur, Rajya Sabha TV, Sriharikota.
And international media have hailed India's successful launch of its second moon mission Chandrayaan-2. NASA on Monday congratulated ISRO on the successful launch of Chandrayaan-2 and said that it was looking forward to find out what the Indian Space Agency learns about the lunar South Pole. And China's state-run Xinhua News Agency also gave extensive coverage to Chandrayaan-2's launch and the reactions of President Ramnath Kovind and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. An interministerial committee has recommended banning cryptocurrencies in India and imposing fines for carrying activities connected with cryptocurrencies in the country. But it has also proposed that the government keeps an open mind on the official digital currency. The committee was constituted in November 2017 to study issues related to virtual currencies. The government said that the report and the draft bill will now be examined in consultation with all the concerned departments and regulatory authorities. The report has highlighted the positive aspect of distributed ledger technology and suggested various applications, especially in the financial sector, for the use of DLT in India. The group says that in view of the risks and the volatility in their prices, private cryptocurrencies should be banned and fines should be imposed for carrying out any activities connected with them in India. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu today paid rich tributes to Chandrasekhar Azad and Lokmanya Tilak on their birth anniversaries today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also paid a tribute to revolutionary freedom fighter Chandrasekhar Azad on his birth anniversary. In a tweet, PM Modi described him as fearless and determined freedom fighter who sacrificed his life for the country's independence. The Prime Minister said that his heroic legacy is a source of inspiration for the countrymen. And the Prime Minister also paid tribute to Lokmanya Tilak on his birth anniversary. He said that Lokmanya Tilak, a veteran freedom fighter, devoted his entire life to Purn Swaraj. Modi said that the nation will always remember their contributions. And with that, we wrap up this edition of Midday News. Thanks for watching.